Hey guys, my name is Sebastian. I'm a registered nutritionist and dietitian, and if you've seen from the title, we're going to talk about Angel Locsin's 800 calorie diet. I normally don't speak about these things, celebrity diets or other people's diets in general, mainly because I don't like controversy and I also don't know the full story, but I felt like I really needed to jump into this topic or to start talking about it for multiple reasons. I know that new diets like this done by celebrities is going to fuel a lot of disordered eating patterns that have been normalized in our culture. Apart from that, I know a lot of people are going to feel inspired to try it. So I really felt the need and I really felt like I had to get into it because I know that if I was a younger individual out there, I read that I would feel like I had to do it too, or I would feel like it was the right thing because a public figure was doing it. I felt like in this specific case and with the things that I have been through, like I have to talk about it. First, I want to start off by saying Angel Locsin, I am inspired by the things that she does, and she is Darna. I'm no way attacking her or judging her in any sort of way. I just want to talk about a diet like this. Also, I am not representing all R&Ds in the world or all dietitians in the world. This is merely my experience and my personal opinions regarding this. June 9, Inquirer and a lot of other media outlets posted that Angel Locsin was going to try a new diet plan, or she was jumping into her whole fitness journey. So she posted this on her Insta story that she was going to start a new diet after so many years. She finally decided to go back. She showed one of her meals, which was from Dr. Diet, I think, developed by Ivy Cafe, one of Ivy Clinic's clients. But one thing that she says was, alam ko mukhang konti kasi sabi ng nutritionist ko 800 calorie diet daw yung prescribed sa akin. So her nutritionist from the clinic prescribed her with an 800 calorie diet. I first want to jump into the whole nutritionist thing. Not all nutritionists are R&Ds or registered nutritionists and dietitians. So her saying that her nutritionist prescribed her with that, we're not necessarily sure if this is a health professional or simply somebody who has a certification in nutrition. The nutritionist title is not a well-regulated title. You can be a nutritionist simply by a certification, or maybe you're knowledgeable in nutrition and you can call yourself that. But an R&D is a board-licensed, board-certified professional who's gone through 4 to 5 years of your degree in nutrition and dietetics and have passed your board exam in your specific country. Like in the Philippines, you get the title R&D. But if it is an R&D, I hope they're working very closely together for this diet. One of the bigger things I feel like that hit me the most as well is watching her stories. She also posts like foods that she wish she ate, tapos parang hinahamon mo ba ako, bakit pinapakita to sa feed ko, and also memes of like, remember you're on a diet, which personally for me, going through disordered eating patterns and trying to recover, it was kind of triggering. A lot of those diet messages come popping back up, right? I just like went into ultra triggered mode. But then I calmed down and asked myself a few things. First, what do you think is the motivation of Angel to do this? So possibly health reasons? Maybe body comments and body shaming that she's gotten in the past made her want to change her body. Or it's also possible that she's prepping for a role in showbiz or all of these things. If it is about weight loss, if it is about changing her body, I do want her to know, and I want everybody to know, that you don't necessarily have to change your body to be healthy or to have a positive body image. It always comes from within. It always comes from what you think about it. And oftentimes, rigid diets like this are not the best way to get back to health or get back into your fitness journey. My concerns with an 800 calorie diet is that I know that Angel Locsin is a grown human, and most of the time 800 calories is recommendations for babies. And I know there are very low calorie diets that are usually prescribed for those who are really trying to lose weight. I personally don't support that. That being said, I do not know her history. I do not know her medical conditions. I do not know her previous intake. I'm not her dietitian. I don't know anything about her overall situation. All I know is that she has been prescribed an 800 calorie diet. We don't know also if it is an 800 calorie diet. There are many things going into it. But what I am focusing on is what was shared and what is being now put out in the media, which is that she's on an 800 calorie diet. So I'm not really going to comment on 800 calories, though I personally do not agree with it. I'm not her dietitian, and I don't know what she's going through. I don't know her history, so I'm not going to comment on that. But I do hope that she is working very closely with her healthcare team, because 800 calories is very hard to maintain. It can cause disordered eating patterns, binging, restrictive behaviors, and rebound weight gain after lost weight. The main reason why I actually wanted to do this video in the first place is because I want to comment on how we made such a big deal of her going on a diet. Like, it became posted everywhere. She posted it on her Insta story, and now everybody is hearing about her 800 calorie diet and all of these things. And there are so many negative implications in this. Number one, it sends the message to everybody who sees it that they have to lose weight, or they have to eat that little to go on a fitness journey or a health journey. Number two, she's now going to be pressured to maintain it and to continue it because, knowing the media, if she's not able to do it, they will say stuff about her. Another thing is that people will now compare their intake to her intake. And I want to say all intakes are individualized. Everybody has very different needs. So just because she is doing this does not mean you have to do this. And the biggest implication is really that you have to lose weight for health, when weight and health aren't always connected, because most of the time what is related to health is your health promoting behaviors rather than losing the weight. So side note, one of the things that I wish that she did instead was just maybe share that she was on her new journey. She was sharing that she was taking care of herself. Maybe she could share her food, but she didn't have to mention anything about her caloric intake. My biggest frustration with this is how it blew up. Right, she shared it on her story. Okay, we all do that. But the media really picked it up. They made everybody see that she was starting this whole new journey. She was starting this whole fitness journey, and she's only doing an 800 calorie diet. It was prescribed by her nutritionist at IV clinic and all of these things. With all of that being said, one of my main thoughts here is, was she actually sponsored overall to post this, to post her diet, and to promote the services that she's taking for her fitness journey? Because if so, I feel like that is a very harmful sponsorship, because it is promoting 800 calorie diets, especially because we know that most of the time people will do what they see, because that's what we do. We compare ourselves to others, we follow it because we feel like we'll reap the same benefits. And as much as we want to tell everybody that all bodies are different and we can't fall for these cookie cutter diets, it is hard to ingrain that in a culture that has normalized disordered eating patterns, especially because it was noted that it was a nutritionist prescribed diet. There was no indication of her having any specific health conditions or anything like that. This is why I personally don't like broadcasting your caloric intake to others, is because most times people will compare theirs to yours, and everybody is just very different, and nutrition needs are completely individualized. I also want to emphasize how this happens a lot. People go on diets and it's always the biggest news that is popped up. Like, it's the most important thing, and then we put very important issues aside and we focus on these specific stories. This person's going on this diet, this person lost this much weight, this person gained weight. Point out how big of a thing it is in the media, to point out how people have changed their looks, to point out what people eat, which really calls for comparison. But more than that, it also fuels a lot of disordered eating habits, especially because I know there are a lot of young humans who are following Angel, who look up to Angel, and now will feel like this is what they have to do as well. Anyways, I hope what I'm trying to get across is getting across here. But if you heard the news and you were actually thinking of going through it, but you watched this video, I do want to ask you to please, please, please consult with a registered nutritionist and dietitian before you jump onto any sort of diet. Alright, I think those are all my thoughts. I hope that this video has helped you in any way, or it just gave you a little bit of a perspective of what I'm thinking as a dietitian and somebody who has gone through disordered eating habits is thinking right now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Till the next video, don't forget to subscribe, and remember, you always deserve to eat.